from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Alabama's offense will go on the attack first. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
They'll keep it on the ground. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Here comes the heat. Finds a man on the left. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. Lets it fly. He's open on the right. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another 1st down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Got room at the 35. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack, all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Looking to the big tight end. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
There might not be a hotter player right now in college football than this guy right here. He had 2 picks in their last game. He already has an interception in the first drive of this one. Quarterbacks, they're going to figure it out eventually. Stop throwing his way.
The give out of the gun. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. The Tar Heels are in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And the Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Power football with the run. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Under fire. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
To the air, it's Simpson. Quickly to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Finds his man, it's Horton. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Trying to keep the drive alive. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
That's not surprising. You're going for that every single time. 4th and inches in your opponent's territory. You're trying to get closer and closer to field goal range so you can pay this drive off by scoring points. Nice play call.
They'll ride the hot hand.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Makes the grab, it's Young. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start. And
he's trying to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Alabama facing 4th down as we open play here in the 2nd quarter. Trying to bully their way in. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. And you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Breaks into the open. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. The Tar Heels will hustle to the line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Snags it down the right side. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. And the Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field.
It's a scoreless game, but it feels like after that completion, that may finally break. It's been tough sledding for both of these offenses. That time, they had the matchup they wanted. They took the shot. Really nice throw. Maybe that's the play that generates the first points of this game.
He'll try to pop the draw. Got the first down and more. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The give on the option. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. From the gun on third down. Touchdown, UNC! Fitted in the window for the score. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Alabama offense. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. Running back searching for a hole. Got the first down and still on his feet. He moves the chains and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level and he's got some speed.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking for a man, it's Simpson. Got a man, it's Coleman. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play. Fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill. The running back.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on third down. They just want to make the home run, highlight type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Coleman. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signaled for the 2-minute timeout. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Here's the handoff. Picks up the first down. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown time.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the big fella. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Here's the pressure. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Kick is in the air. He'll field the punt and look for room. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Wants to throw. It's Simpson. He's got the tight end. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24. And this defense, its head is spinning.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Skips away from pressure. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. It's complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Makes the grab on the left. And the catch and run into the end
defense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Leaves it with the back. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. He'll bring it out. It's Taylor. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain, so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The Tar Heels will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Last time they had it, just an aerial assault. Precision execution, moved right down the field and put it in the end zone.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Good timing on the quick out. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. And you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break. And they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Using his legs to buy some time. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle box as he knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Across the 25. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on third and long. Takes the handoff. It's Young. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He makes it grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll return it. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Bringing the heat. Under heat, he gets rid of it. And this is going to be incomplete on third. And the Tar Heels will send out the punt unit. Books it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. The give to the back. Turning it on. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Buys a little time with his feet. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Pocket breaking down. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. 1 for 2 on 4th down attempts so far, and we will get a 3rd attempt here. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Alabama comes out. 4th down play to start the 4th. Wide receiver comes in motion. Now on the move. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your O-line, I say go for it every time.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there and catching the football.
Now on 2nd down, they want to keep moving forward and keep that clock churning. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Alabama! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
The play action fake. Gets rid of it. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. The Tar Heels in the hurry-up.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the 4th quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too.
And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. The give, and And tick, 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 tick. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
This offense is aggressive on 4th down. 2 for 3 so far today, and they're still on the field. Trying to do it on the ground. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open.
It's a turnover on downs.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Got out of trouble and throws. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
I don't think he was the primary receiver on the play, but when you get that open, you become the primary target.
You ain't lying. A great job. Credit to the quarterback seeing it, because you have your primary guy you want to go to first. He sees him wide open, delivers the strike. That's the guy you should hit, the guy that's open. Don't get hung up on that first guy all the time.
Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the tight end. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Caught close to the marker, it's Selden. And the Tar Heels headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw again. Here's a heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. On target to the left. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
You know, this is a receiving group that practices making catches in traffic, and they're used to having guys trying to rip it free. He's got to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure. After he makes the catch, that's a costly giveaway.
They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0. A strong, methodical, workman-like effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe